and welcome to Seattle. We are currently in Seattle to celebrate Connor's birthday, which isn't until May, but his favorite band is playing.
Things just happen to work out this way, huh? So at the start of the trip, I was like, what a crazy coincidence. Two of my favorite bands are doing West Coast tours this spring. And everything kind of started shaking out to the point where I was like, let's just go ahead and do it. Like, we're only gonna be out here once. I'm not gonna necessarily like make a trip of coming out here. So it's like,
right.
We're already out here. We might as well
going left.
Add a little spice onto it. So
yeah.
And it's a 2-night run, so we can like, with purpose, explore the city.
Right. University Cliff. Connor's in charge of navigation. It's not going well.
I guess let's just keep walking up here. One way or another, we'll find a way.
Okay. Yeah. Connor booked our hotel, and it's super nice, which is a treat because we have stayed in hotels a couple of times since we've been out here, but it's been like budget-friendly options. So it's nice to be in a hotel that actually smells good. Now, you may be wondering, how did they get from Yosemite to Seattle so fast? We didn't. We stopped for a few days in Oregon, just as kind of a stepping path along the way. Our time in Oregon was cool, but I mean, I guess literally cool. It was freezing.
It was very cold
while we were there. I got a few clips from that, so I'll go ahead and insert them now. Good morning.
Good morning.
From freezing Oregon.
Yay.
Oh my gosh, my hair. We're only here for a couple of days as a pass through to our next stop. We got here yesterday. I'll insert some clips of our campsite because it's awesome.
A little windy, a little cold, but cannot ask for a better camping spot.
The only problem is it's freezing cold.
It's very cold.
It's like 20 degrees maybe. It's probably a little bit warmer now, but we have a lot of stuff to get done to kind of catch up from Yosemite. So we're trying to do laundry, showers, kind of technology day. Oh, we need to go to the grocery store. Usually on those days we like to end with a shower so that we're like most clean when we return to camp. But I was saying if we take a shower and come straight back here, we're actually going to get hypothermia. So showers clearly are our first priority.
Yeah, it's been fun when like in the moment I feel like I don't think that much about it, but then when you get like a week without a shower, you're like, oh man.
Yeah. If you can hear that, that's hail.
Yeah.
Woohoo! I mean, such a bummer how cold it is because like what a sick campsite.
Probably our sickest campsite we've ever had.
You think?
And like,
besides the beach maybe.
well, yeah, but I mean, we're literally overlooking this incredible lake.
It's awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hail down my shirt. Oh my gosh, I'm a new man. That was a pretty great shower. Actually, I would describe it as decent.
Mine was an open shower, so I didn't have a stall. I was back to the old wrestling days.
I had stalls, but I did have 12 ladies getting ready for their swim class. So we're at the library now, though, to get a little bit of work done. The theme of today is to just spend as much time inside as possible.
Like once we go up to the camper and it's cold,
yeah,
and you're sitting in the cold, it's like, oh shit.
It is sunny, but the breeze is just like, not to be that person, but the breeze really is just like,
it wasn't so windy.
It's like an icy cold, and when it hits you in the face, it's like, ugh.
So that's the water inside the kettle. We just started it, but that's how cold the water is here.
Looks crazy.
The heck you came? I feel like I don't know where Earth begins and heaven ends.
What?
Huh?
All right, so we just made it to Crater Lake and we are now leaving Crater Lake. The park ranger told us that it's required by law for you to have winter tires or like tire chains, which we don't have. And we maybe have made it like 2 miles. It's another 5 miles to the actual lake, but we're just gonna go ahead and bail so that we don't get stuck back here.
Yeah, she gave us an eye when she said it was illegal not to have those things. Then she like looked at the tires.
She was like, just keep that in mind. Kind of a bummer. But she also said that it's not likely that we would actually see the lake. Oh,
Still pretty dry to come out in the snow.
oh yeah.
It was just getting pretty close to the point where it was like, if we get stuck out here, we're gonna get in trouble. Another example of if I had 4-wheel drive, I wouldn't think twice about this, but yep.
Oh well. Also, we're driving back into town and I've seen 4 bald eagles today. I have never seen a bald eagle before in my life. They're just sitting in all of these trees. Connor has seen a lot of bald eagles, but now we're trying to keep a track of what's the most you've seen in one day.
This might be one up here too. Yep.
Is it? Oh my gosh, I've seen 5. Oh, Connor's gonna wreck the car.
That's a pretty good way to go out though.
Yeah, I like going out on 5. Man,
If I could crash the car right there.
Wow, how crazy. We'll keep you posted. Current count, 5. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside the eagles and guide the eagles.
They hit America right on the nose with the bald eagle. That is America's bird.
I would love to know the history behind that, actually.
Did you know that Benjamin Franklin wanted the American bird to be the turkey?
That weirdly does feel more American. Thanksgiving vibes.
Thanksgiving is, yeah, that's Thanksgiving bird. Every other day of the year. Do you want a national bird that you eat?
On a semi-related note, there are so many ducks here in Oregon.
There's a lot of birds. Like, there's just so many birds here. Like,
Do you think
that's a clue to our next stop.
Seattle?
Goose, baby.
Oh. Look what I found. It was in my book bag. That brings the count to 6. Think he's looking for dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Water looks so fake. Oh my gosh. This one just flew right in front of us. Oh, the other one's moving now, down at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
There's 2 right near our camp. Connor busted out the binoculars. I can't believe how close that one flew to us. What was the fact you just told me?
We are currently, unbeknownst to us, we've been seeing bald eagles like crazy today.
That took the count to 8.
That was 8 bald eagles. We just so happen to be in the highest concentration of bald eagles in the lower 48. This is like their wintering place is here.
There's
like a massive bird area. There's like so many birds here. And we just thought, we were like, holy cow, like this must be bald eagle country. It's like specifically this place is bald eagle country.
Klamath Falls.
Klamath Falls Basin is the highest concentration of bald eagles in the wintertime.
I low-key just thought that we were just going to start seeing that many bald eagles everywhere we went.
I was like, man, West really has some bald eagles. I've only seen like a couple in my life.
Well, like Northwest, really.
Yeah. So I guess we better savor this. We may not see 8 in a day.
Yeah.
Ever again.
Connor did shed a tear.
Okay, we don't have to. It was just so, I mean, I don't know. Something cool about it.
Yeah.
It's like pretty insane.
Goodbye, Oregon. Home of patriotism.
These shores are where we witnessed 8 bald eagles yesterday.
I'll never be the same. Unfortunately, this is the first day that hasn't been just like outrageously freezing.
It seems to be that when we leave a place,
Things get better.
yeah, we've had that about half the time, but this has been a pretty sick place. Oh, is that a bald eagle up there?
It is!
Is that a bald eagle? Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, there's one down there.
Where?
On the tree.
Oh, I see it. You won't be able to see it on your phone.
Let me see if I can
probably.
zoom in. You can just barely see it right there.
Come up here, pal. Here. Show the state of the camper. We're mid unpacking everything.
We were halfway through. I was like, let's see if we can find a bald eagle.
Honestly,
and we did.
I feel like we're also just getting like, I feel like we're, whoa, gee. I feel like we're getting so good at tearing down the camper at this point.
Oh, for sure.
Well, I don't know if we're getting better at it, or if we're just getting lazier, because we're like, we used to be like, okay, we need to fold up all of our blankets, and now we're like, leave the blankets on the bed.
It doesn't matter. If I will say, you want to see America in one picture? Bald eagle.
Oh, don't show it.
Down there. Used condom.
Spray paint.
Fire pit full of used beer cans and brake fluid.
I gotta say, this has definitely been one of our nastier sites.
Oh yeah, the views are incredible, but this place is disgusting.
And there are like so many gunshots going off like constantly.
That's kind of like homey.
It's a little startling.
It reminds me of home. Okay, my hands are getting cold, so I'm gonna end the video here.
See you in Seattle.
See you in Seattle.
So we're here in Seattle for just a couple of days. There's one show tonight and one show tomorrow.
We came in a day early so that we can actually like get a full 2 days here. Getting up here and like waking up here is like, oh nice, we're actually like getting to explore the city. So
and like first glimpses of Washington, super cool. I'm already entering my Twilight Girl energy.
We drove through this crazy national forest in Oregon that was like all like just mist covered in moss. Do you remember that one?
Our hotel is right outside the University of Washington. It's super pretty. One thing Connor and I spend a lot of time talking about is public transit. We're very pro public transit.
Public transit rocks.
We actually met in London.
For those of you who didn't know that.
For anyone who doesn't know, like 5 years ago, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But I would say we're pretty well versed in the like public transit world, and so we're just like critiquing the Seattle system. Not critiquing, because like
we haven't been on it yet, so we don't know.
well, and it's like very cheap transportation. So
yeah, I will say one thing that I've never gotten to. I've never been on a bus.
oh
That's
really?
real public transit. Yeah,
I've
only been
done
on like
buses.
I've only been on like undergrounds and like
Trains.
light rails and stuff like that.
But I was gonna say, from our hotel, it's a 20-minute walk to the closest station. London could never.
No, it'd only be 20 minutes if you like went back and forth from your hotel 5 times.
Also, not complaining about a 20-minute walk, because that's how we're gonna get to see more of the city today. So it's
Oh
cool.
yeah, that aspect of it is pretty cool.
Just general commentary. My worst public transit experience was when I went to Greece.
My worst, probably that's because it didn't immediately come.
This.
Yeah, my only experience is like DC, Chicago, and London.
I didn't think DC was that bad.
I love DC's system, and Chicago's obviously pretty nice too.
This is really nice too.
DC is nice because, nerd out for a second, Fallout 3 takes place in DC.
Yeah.
And part of the map that you can go explore is the underground. So we went in there and I was like, I've been here before because I played the video game. I was like, oh my gosh, like I started like nerding out a little bit. So for that alone, I would put it above Chicago.
The next train, northbound, is arriving in 2 minutes.
In Greece, it was mostly just buses that were super unreliable and like said they would be at a certain place at a certain time and never were. And then like people could just say like stop the bus and it's all in a different language, and like I would be like was like, so that was 3 stops, but I don't think we're where we're supposed to be.
Oh yeah, if you're landing by stops, you're
Yeah.
like, okay, we're 3 stops from here, and then you're like, did we stop the bus? You're like, wait, we're not at a stop.
Who's stopping the bus?
Also, I guess we'll find out when we leave, but like, we just paid for a card and walked right out of here. We never scanned a single thing. So
Oh yeah, we didn't have
I
to
don't know how
swipe
that's
it.
working, but...
This does remind me of one of mine and Connor's best moments of very early in our relationship when we were in London and partaking in a little bit of evening activities, as one does.
We're getting lit.
And we were trying to head back to our dorms, and we sat on a train that did not move for half an hour, and finally a guard came up and was like, you gotta go.
We were just all on a stopped train.
We-
It wasn't done running for the night.
And we were just like having such a great time together, we didn't even like
We were like,
notice.
yeah, this thing's taking forever. Guess we're on the end of the line or something. Like,
You know how far gone you gotta be to not realize you're on a not moving train for half an hour? Do you wish we still got down like that?
we're about to tonight.
Starting to smell the fish. Sure. Thank you. We're in the splash zone. When will I be able to swipe my credit card in the gumball machine? Earlier, we watched a seagull drop like half a baguette into a crowd of people.
I smacked the pavement too. It was from like high, like probably 2-story high up.
We're heading back into town.
Back on the town.
That's an energy drink,
I'm not open carrying.
We have a 20-minute walk to the train station, and it just started raining. Good morning. It's not morning.
Good morning.
All right. Howdy, everyone. It is almost pretty much not morning anymore. We've had
Almost noon.
we've had a very slow start to the day, which has been awesome. You want to tell everyone how 9/1 went?
It was wild in there. The sound was super messed up at first, so they had to like stop the show. We thought it was gonna get
Multiple
canceled.
times.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like the speakers were blown or something. We don't know what was going on, but it was getting a little tense in there. And then they finally came out and they were like, all right, we're gonna try to play. We think we have everything figured out, but if it doesn't work, we're just gonna have to figure out some kind of refund situation and maybe play Monday night. But they came out and just killed it and played like the longest jam they've ever played.
Yeah.
So it was so long that I thought that their mics were messed up and they were just like, we're not singing for the rest of the night. I was like, this is gonna be interesting.
They're like just instrumental now.
But it was a really good show after that. Definitely made up for it, more so. But
Yeah.
I'm glad that everything worked out. The show ended up being incredible. It was kind of a fun experience to see, like, I don't know, just the way that things went down. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it again, or I wouldn't hope for that to happen, but
Right.
it did make for an interesting show.
So the plan for today is actually to try to take it a little bit easier than we did yesterday. I think we like tallied up that we were walking around for like 8 hours total yesterday, and then went to the show. So we've just kind of had a lazy morning. Not planning to do too much more exploration today.
More so just bebop around.
Yeah.
Now we'll have to do a little bit of shopping.
By shopping, we meant that we wanted to come back over here and buy this sweater we saw the other day to commemorate our bear experience in Yosemite. We saw this when we got here on Friday, and we've been thinking about it ever since, so we decided to come back and snag it.
I said, sometimes I'm like, oh, let me go ahead and get that. And I was like, you know what, let me think about it for a little bit. And as soon as I saw it, when we walked in the store today, I was like, yeah, it's coming home.
What do you want to do now? We're in this shopping center, but
Now I look like a beauty.
you do look like a cutie. We're in the shopping center now, which is super fun, and the sun is out, so we could hang out here and relax for a bit, or we could go we could go stroll around the university that our hotel is near. So decisions.
Are you ready?
Hey, don't show him my jelly bean. We came back just to take a wee little nap, and now I'm warm and comfy, and I don't want to go back outside.
Now it's time to go.
Maybe I'll take a nap. I'll meet you there.
Okay. Beans. All right, time to go.
Confession.
We'll see you there.
Confession time. Ooh,
Confession time. This is Allie's second bag of jelly beans.
no. Confession time. That was not the first jelly bean I dropped in the bed. Sorry.
It's okay. I had my shoes on the bed earlier.
Ah! What the heck? I don't know what flavor it is in this pack. It's like a yellow or an orange one, but as you can see, that's like friggin' most of them in the pack. It's so disgusting. I don't know what the flavor is, but it is awful.
It's like the Harry Potter thing.
Yeah. I'm being boozled.
Yeah.
That one was yummy.
You got like butter popcorn or
It's almost like
earwax. Was that the one? I don't know.
it's almost like a coconutty flavor.
Oh.
Which is like, ooh.
Oh my goodness! Don't get no coconut on our bed.
But like, coconut is not like, I don't love coconut as a flavor. But what's weird about whichever one is the bad flavor is that it just like coats my entire mouth. So I immediately have to eat another one to get the bad flavor out.
True.
Next time I get a bad one, I'll take it out of my mouth and give it to you so you can try it.
Okay. All right, cut.
What's this all about?
Now the sun comes out.
Sun comes out just in time for us to leave Seattle. Connor, ever the optimist, said, well, at least we get to drive while it's pretty, which is very true. Surprise, we have to take a ferry to get to where we're going next. I'm a little nervous.
Me too. I didn't know you were allowed to take trailers on a ferry, so here we are.
It didn't say this on the directions. This must be a very cash
I think
ferry.
that this is just, yeah.
Passenger cabin. Please follow all instructions given by the crew.
Wow. You were right. Good thing the sun's shining today. Connor was scared to get out of the truck because he didn't think we were allowed. He was Googling if we could or not. Meanwhile, there's an entire lounge.
They want you to go.
They want you out here. Look at these views. We're gonna bottom out. Wow! We made it!
We're about to bottom out again.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, we're good.
Wow, it's beautiful outside today.
It is a beautiful day.
All right, guys. Bon voyage, Seattle.
Goodbye, Seattle.
What'd you think?
It was fun. I liked the market. That was a pretty cool place to walk around.
Yeah, I felt like going into Seattle, we were like going to come to Seattle to explore. But I think it very quickly became more of just like a vacation from living outside. We still walked around a little bit, but we weren't doing like typical tourist, like Space Needle, anything like that.
Night 2 was pretty fun. I really liked the second set, and the encore was pretty special. So overall, good weekend of Goose. I feel like a good weekend of hanging out in a hotel, getting some rejuvenation in.
My favorite part of Seattle was probably the hotel you booked. I'm really excited to go where we're going next.
Yeah, the next place is going to be, I'm excited that the weather's nice. This like could be a really fun area, I feel like. So.
Yeah. For a hint of where we're heading next, I'll sing you a song. Ha 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 ha. And if you know,
Careful.
if you know, you know.
Okay, copyrighted. That was pretty good.
All right, guys. Hopefully, Seattle and Oregon clips that we did manage to get were good. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
See you next week.
Peace out.
Bye.